What is up, folks? It is iJets, and I'm going to talk to you for a minute. So, I just got done seeing Chantal's stream, where she got completely smashed and talked about us not caring about our kids. Wow. Just wow. I'm going to try to stay as calm as possible. I've already punched something extremely hard. I'm hoping that keeps me calm. I hope it does. I figured I would just explain that she does not know what strength is. She thinks we don't care. She thinks American mothers don't care about their children, that we send them off to school to die. We send them off to school to learn, to succeed. There is a small chance that, yes, they could be shot. But that's why we tell them to be good to the other kids, because kids take a gun to school because they're bullied and they feel helpless. So what, as mothers, we can do is tell our children that you be good to each other. Because when you bully each other, you make the other person feel worthless. And in worthless, you feel like the only way to make yourself feel powerful is to ruin everybody else's life. And that's where school shootings come from. They know they can't defend themselves. And no one else can help them. So they bring a gun to school. It doesn't excuse it. It's the weakest thing you can possibly think of. But that's where it stems from. That's why I tell my kids, don't be the reason that shit happens. Because it's going to be their fault and it's going to be your fault that people lose their lives. I send my kids off to learn, to function as adults one day. You think I don't love my kid? That's why I send him to school. I send him to school to die. That's fucking adorable. You could never be a mother because you don't know what strength is. You have no idea what strength is. Sitting there in front of a camera, belching, farting, drinking, that's not strength. Eating nashies in your car and talking bad about people, that's not strength. Raising a kid, teaching them to be good to others, teaching them how to be their own people, who they want to be in this world, and letting them be their own person, have their own style, making them smile. That's strength. Being a mom. Something you will never be. And not because you're not capable, it's because you're selfish and you don't have the backbone or strength to do it. Because you rely on attention and alcohol You're so reactionary, so full of shit. You have no idea what strength is. After every school shooting, you know what I have to do? I have to tell my kids what to do if there is ever a school shooting at their school. You know how hard that is. You know why? Because you have no fucking clue. Because you're not a mom and you don't have the strength to do it. That's why. To look your two kids in the eye and tell them what I want you to do. If someone with a gun ever enters your school, is never, ever go to a bathroom, a cafeteria, or a gym. Because those three places trap you and gives those people an easy body count. If you can get to an exit, leave. Don't look for your other sibling because they're going to be taking care of themselves. You just take care of yourself and you run. Because it's the only way to keep them alive. If they look for each other, they have a higher chance of dying. You have no idea how hard that is. If you can't get out of a door, if you're in your classroom, close the door, you lock it, and you shove every desk you can find in front of it. If you're on the first floor, you jump out the window and you run. You run into the woods, and you don't stop. You don't look back, you don't stop. Hell, if you want to, you can run home. If you're on the second floor, you get away from the door, and you don't talk. You turn the lights out, and you don't talk. You don't answer anyone outside that door. Don't. You just don't. If they say they're the cops, you don't trust them. Because whoever is an employee of the school will unlock the door themselves. You do not talk. You put everything in front of that door, you turn the lights off, and you shut the hell up and you hide. And if you can't get to an exit and you're in the hallway, you find a closet. You go in that closet and you shut the fuck up. I have to say that to my kids every time. And I tell my kids, if you have your book bag, if you can find books, you put it in your book bag. You put your book bag in front of your chest. And you wear it in front of your chest. When you have to say that to your kids after a school shooting, that takes strength. Because now my kids know it. When they see that there's been a school shooting, I say, you know the rules. And they just look at me and they say, yep. And I start sounding them off. That takes fucking strength. There's sad realities in this world. We sign petitions. We write letters. We make calls to let what we want done being heard. But when it doesn't get done and they don't give a shit what you say, best you can do is prepare for the worst and pray. And that's what we do in my house, because that's fucking strength. And by the way, you dumb shit, that song Pumped Up Kicks is about a kid who gets fucking bullied by rich kids. He takes a gun to school. really good. You wouldn't last even 20 minutes in America with the shit we have to deal with. In schools, you're more likely to get punched in the face than shot. You know nothing about what goes on here. You don't know anything about our gun laws. So how the fuck can you feel close to it? Or even our kids. My kids would bring you out to dry. Are you fucking serious? You could never be a mother. You're too much into yourself. It takes real strength, not fake words and laziness. Real mothers know what it's like to send their kid to school, especially after a school shooting. Don't tell us we don't love our kids. You know nothing of what we do, because what we do is strength. It's love. Because we're Americans. It's not that we don't love our kids. It's when we're powerless to stop laws, lobbying. We don't sit and cry on our live stream, yelling about Americans and their guns. You know what we do? We sit for a minute and we think about, well, fuck it. What are we going to do now? We tell our kids the fucking rules. You in the halls, when someone comes in with a gun, you find an exit. You don't go to the bathroom. You don't go to the gym or cafeteria. You'll be trapped. Find a closet, lock the door. Find the nearest classroom. Go in there, lock the door. Put every fucking chair, table against the door. Turn out the lights and don't answer it. You're on the first floor, jump out of a window. On the second floor, you bitch, you better get quiet as hell. That's what you do. Put a bunch of dictionaries in your book bag, wear it on your chest. Protect your core. Because that's what mothers do. We think, well, you can't get rid of guns. Might as well come up with some solutions. Ain't gonna be fashionable. Ain't gonna be, ain't gonna be something special, but it's gonna be something. That's strength. And that's a mom. If we can't be there to save you, we're at least gonna give you something to think about. Something to do. And you know what? My kids have come home every day from school. Ain't had a problem since. Yeah, school shootings happen. All you can do is pray and tell them the rules. But hey, I guess because you cried on the internet, we should send you our kids. Because we don't love them. Only you do. Because we, just gun-toting Americans, just don't love our kids. Shut up, Chantal. Just shut the fuck up. Go pee your bed again. Please. Just drink yourself into a stupor with your finger guns and go pee your bed. I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.